So before I give my reply, today happens to be Women's Day. So I would like to wish our four legislators, women legislators who are here. I think the contribution that each one of them makes is tremendous, not just to their constituencies, but also to the House. So I would like to wish them and all the other women who are working in the Assembly, the contribution they make, and the departments that they are, and the state as a whole. So I would like to wish all the women of our state a very happy Women's Day. Mr. Speaker, sir, I first of all would like to thank Shri Meralbon CM, the MLA from Nongpo constituency, who has tabled this 0-hour notice in this August House for discussion under the caption Claim Kular ILP Usha Ya U CM Bat Deputy CM Kular Shim Kya Thang Yaka MRSSA. So the state government has taken a serious view on the issue of implementation of ILP in the state. In response to the demands of various sections of societies like the NGOs in the state for implementation of ILP, the state government has held a series of meetings with organizations, NGOs and various committees were constituted to find out solutions to solve the problem of influx. A special session of the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly was held on the 19th of December 2019, wherein the resolution to demand for the implementation of inner line permit was taken up. Consequently, the resolution was adopted and passed by the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, which unanimously resolved to urge upon the Government of India to implement inner line permit under Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation 1873 in the state of Meghalaya, and further to move the Government of India for making necessary amendments to the aforesaid regulation for inclusion of state of Meghalaya in the preamble of the Eastern Bengal Frontier Regulation 1873. So the resolution was sent to the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, for consideration via DO number POL.161/2012/PT/151, dated 23rd December 2019. So the Meghalaya Residence Safety and Security Act 2016 was passed by the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly and received the assent of the Governor on 26 September 2016. The objectives of the Act is to provide a framework of verification and regulation of tenants residing in the state of Meghalaya so as to enhance the security of the citizens of the state and to prevent breach of peace and maintenance of public order and establishment of facilitation centers. So the proposals for amendment of the Act was necessitated to strengthen the existing Act and to verify the persons who intend to stay in Meghalaya. The bill inserts a new section whereby all persons who wish to stay in Meghalaya for more than 48 hours have to register and furnish information as per the rules to be framed, while exempting certain categories of persons like passed by Meghalaya Legislative Assembly on 19th March 2020 and sent to the Honorable Governor of Meghalaya for his assent, and the matter is presently under discussion. So the Citizen Amendment Act 2019 came into force with the publication in the Gazette of India on 12th of December 2019. The Citizens Amendment Act 2019 shall apply to areas in the state not covered under 6th Schedule to the Constitution, i.e. the municipality of Shillong in para 20 of the 6th Schedule to the Constitution. To ensure that the entire state is exempted from the purview of the Citizen Amendment Act 2019, a resolution was unanimously passed by the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly on 16th of March 2020, urging upon the Government of India to exempt the entire state of Meghalaya, including the areas not covered under the 6th Schedule of the Constitution, from the purview of the said Act. The resolution was sent to the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, for consideration via letter number POL.161/2912/PT/155, dated 16th of June 2020. So the government again approached the Union Minister on both the matters via DO number CM/UM/2020/21, dated 17/11/2020, and the state of Meghalaya is awaiting the response of the Government of India on the matter. Recently, during the visit of the Honorable Union Home Minister to the state on 23rd of February 2021, a memorandum was submitted in which the matter relating to the demand for implementation of ILP in the state is also included. From the above, it can be seen that the government is taking all possible steps to urge upon the Government of India to examine and consider the proposal of the state governments. So apart from that, the Honourable Member has given a number of valuable suggestions in regards to MRSSA, in regards to the Labour Act, which was passed by the Government of Meghalaya about a year back, which makes it mandatory for all migrant labourers to register. And as the Honourable Member and the House would know that the registration now process has been made online. So therefore, these kind of provisions are being made and a number of steps are being taken. We have also completed the construction work of the Mendipathar entry point, which is at the station. So that construction also has been completed, and hopefully we'll be able to start that also very soon. And in the other entry points also, the construction will be started. So the facilitation centers in these locations also will come up soon. Apart from that, so many suggestions were given. I have noted all the suggestions given by the honorable members, and I hope that the above information that I have given satisfies the honorable member. Thank you, sir.